There's a couple other things I saw. I mean, if you want to hear those.
Yeah, go ahead.
I went and covered as an activist journalist Ferguson last year.
Okay.
During right after the first day of rioting, I got there and that was crazy, man. Like, I mean, if you want to talk about racial tension, I mean, Ferguson is like a little suburb area of St. Louis.
Right.
And it's mostly black, but they have like a 78, 80% white police force. And what people don't understand is the amount of racial tension between black and white there. I mean, it's palpable. You can feel it. I mean, you could cut the shit in the air with a knife. All right. One of the things I didn't understand about it was that there's a whole bunch of other little municipalities around Ferguson. And they also have, you know, mostly white police forces. So anybody who lives in an area that's black felt like they're being hunted for revenue.
Okay.
I mean, because you're driving down the car, and people, you know, they tend not to pull the white folks out of the car and handcuff them for their protection. That's
right. Hilarious.
Make me vulnerable and feel like I don't have the ability to defend myself for my protection.
For my protection.
Right. So that kind of racial tension was just kind of hard to see, you know. And I just watched the cops there. I mean, like, okay. The protests in Ferguson, they didn't allow people to have any freedom of assembly like a normal protest. They had, let's see, West Florissant Avenue, which was about 5 blocks away from where Mike Brown was shot. The police made people march. They had a forced march. They'd allow them to march in a circle along the outside on the sidewalk, and they wouldn't let people congregate in the road. If you stop, they'd arrest everyone and tell them that they're violating the failure to disperse ordinance, which is what was it? It was unlawful assembly, which applies to riotous situations. So they were saying, oh, it's a riot if you hold still. You got to keep fucking marching.
Are you made to stand around? Are you made to walk around in circles? No. When you go to an assembly at school, do you walk around? You go and you sit down, don't you? Yes, you do. You might jump up and down when you say a little cheer and all that stuff, but you're sitting down. That is an assembly. Don't tell me I have the right to assemble as an American citizen and then tell me I got to walk. A walk is not an assembly. A walk is a walk. A march is a march. Standing is standing. I have the right to stand in one place if I want to. But I'm going to move just like this to shut y'all up. Because I know y'all tactics. You want to wear people out? You're not going to wear me out. You're never going to...
Gentlemen, you guys with the press?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you have your credentials with you?
Mine literally fell off. I lost it.
They said I got to keep in motion.
Okay, where's your credentials, sir?
They said
I don't
am
have
moving.
press
Excuse
credentials.
me?
I have the First Amendment of the U.S.
Okay,
Constitution.
we need you to keep walking then, okay? If you don't have a press
Okay, I'll walk.
You're not helping people, please.
I'm not helping by filming, sir? Come on.
No, you're making it worse.
I'm making it worse by documenting what's happening?
I got him.
Thank you for executing
Right.
your First Amendment, sir.
Right. You're welcome,
Thank you for executing your First Amendment.
You're welcome, sir.
100%. Now I've moved a lot more. Why do you want to try to? Why aren't you fighting for what's right?
I'm fighting.
No, you're not. Don't
fighting.
stop me from
Going to
standing
jail
for what's
is
right.
not
Guess
solving
what? Everybody they put in jail, they gotta let out free because they know they wrong.
Yeah, but
They
it's
know
not
they wrong.
nothing.
And guess what? I don't care about a jail. I am alive. I got breath in my body. I'm gonna speak the truth. I don't care about a jail.
Amen,
because
sister.
walking out here when I don't have the right to stand still, that is a jail. That is a
Amen.
prison and that is a hell.
Amen.
And I'm not gonna take it because
Amen.
I'm an American citizen. And as an
Amen.
American citizen, I have rights. The same way
Amen.
the police are standing still, the same way they were standing still at the arch, I have the right to stand still too. And guess what? They didn't pay their overtime. So sit your little butts in the background and enjoy your little paycheck and leave us alone to peaceably assemble. Because you can't tell me assembly means walk. It doesn't mean that. So I'm going to fight for my right. I can't fight for my right if I'm doing what they tell me to do and they're breaking the law.
But
I am
see-
breaking the law if I don't do what God has told me I can do. Because they told me in this government, in this constitution, that God is above their government. So if God is above their government and God gave me certain rights that they tell me can't no man or no law or no culture take away from me, how am I going to sit up here and let you try to encourage me to let them take away my rights?
Amen.
That's why we're here right now.
Amen,
Because they don't
sister.
want us to have our rights.
Amen,
they don't
sister.
want us to know what's right. They don't want
Amen,
us to know the
sister.
truth. But I know the
Amen,
truth.
sister.
And anytime they deprive you of
Amen,
your
sister.
rights as an American citizen, they are illegal. They are the criminal. So I
Amen.
will not shut up when I'm surrounded
you're
by
not supposed
criminals.
to shut up.
I will not shut up when I'm surrounded by unrighteousness. I'm going to keep talking.
Amen.
And I'm going to walk in a circle because y'all trying to walk and comply. And I'm not. I will walk in
So I'm here with the girl that was in my "She Will Not Comply" video, and you know, I was very disheartened by the fact that people kept getting marched around, and it looked like a forced march at a communist China or Russia or something out there, and you were like one of the only people noticing. And can you tell the people on YouTube what your name is? And
My name is Lolanda Ahini.
Yolanda Ahini?
Yes.
Oh, that's a beautiful name. Can you tell me what inspired you to say that stuff? Like what was?
Well, I tell you, all of this has really made me think about our rights as American citizens. We have the right to walk down a street and not be harassed by police. We have the right to assemble together, which means we can sit, we can stand, we can march, we can walk. Whatever we choose to do in demonstration, we can do that. And just all of this madness and them trying to take away my right, they're trying to tire us out, it really angered me. And I just had enough at that point. I was tired, it was hot, and they just were being heartless. And it was criminal. It's against the law.
It is. It's absolutely against the First Amendment. Yeah.
That's right. So if they're breaking the law and they're the police and everyone is watching and no one is telling them to leave us alone, I just had to say something because enough was enough. Everyone else was just going along with it, telling me to be quiet, and I couldn't be quiet. I'd been quiet long enough.
You know, so also for 3 days, I sat there and watched them tear gas that street. That's all row houses, not projects, mostly single-family homes owned by mostly black folks. You know, the Canfield apartments where Mike Brown lived, that kind of looked a little bit like projects, but everything else is just people's houses. 3 days they tear gas those people. 3 days. I mean, you're talking old ladies on their porches and like little kids and shit. I mean, could you imagine being in a neighborhood that gets tear gas for 3 days? What's that going to do to your head?
Don't shoot! Don't shoot!